Hello.
Introducing
Lasers.
Hello.
Yo, baby.
Well, hello! Welcome to my show. I'm Fanya Daniels, the queen of self-care. I have a great show for you today. Imposter syndrome, it can stop you in your tracks and keep you from realizing the success you deserve. When it comes to your professional life, have you ever felt weird, being in authority, uncomfortable, being called an expert, or maybe even fraudulent? Well, I know I have. I remember a particular situation where I was preparing to speak to a large crowd of people, and I began to feel my own imposter syndrome creeping in. It started when I was trying to really gather my own confidence together, because I wanted to show that I wanted to be a motivational speaker. And even sometimes, speaking on the podcast, and what happens is I start self-doubting, like, oh, who's going to listen? Or do I really know what I'm talking about? No one's listened to me before. I never spoke to a large crowd. Do I really have the influence? What says that I can move people? What says that I can motivate people? And well, when you're about to face a huge crowd, or if you're about to do your podcast, or if you are, going to be speaking in front of your church, or whatever it is that you may get into, let me tell you, it's not a good time to allow the imposter syndrome to start up and take over. So, in that moment for me, I was questioning, obviously, my own authority about speaking, right? I was questioning my own self about who I was, my own personal development, my own success. What have I really done, And when that starts to happen, it can really bring a lot of self-doubt. Your confidence starts to get low. And I had to learn how to get it under control. And let me normalize this. It really does happen to everyone, especially when you're choosing a path of growth and personal development and success. And sometimes imposter syndrome will rear its ugly head when you're just about to step fully into the next phase of your success and your leadership path. Now, here's the truth. You got to overcome the imposter syndrome if you are wanting to reach your full potential in your business. So allowing this syndrome to take a center stage while you hide out, waiting for it to magically disappear, that will never work. You have to take own of it. You have to knock it out of center stage, and you have to get in front of center stage. Hiding out allows you to play it small and keeps you from achieving your own brand of brilliance. Now, here are a few tips and solutions that I have found worked for me. One is rave reviews. Keep a folder in your desk drawer for a rave review that maybe clients have sent you, or just other people who think about you, or even if it's in work, if people say, wow, you've done such a great job. Wow, you're really smart on that. Wow, you really keep a folder full of those types of compliments. No matter if you're working the 9 to 5, whether you're owning your own business, whether you're a motivational speaker, whatever you are doing, make sure you have your rave reviews, because sometimes we forget our own greatness, and sometimes we need others, not their validation, but just a reminder that, wow, I did make an impression somewhere, right? So just know that every time that, as this happens, you can pull out that rave review. I know every time I feel the imposter syndrome like coming through, I just reach for that file, and it always reassures me that I'm ready for what's next in my life and my business. Now, another one is called grab a life raft. Okay, once again, grab a life raft. Surround yourself with people who champion you. We should be doing that anyway. Your friends, I understand your friends who want to keep it real with you. You don't want people who are just yes people, but you always want people who champion you, people who know what you do, who appreciate what you do, and have no problem with telling the next person how great you are, right? So you want to keep those people on speed dial. You need a quick boost of belief that you are on the right track. That person that you can also call and be like, I don't know if I can do this, and I'm about to have a speaking engagement, and they're the ones who remind you, well, remember that last speaking engagement you did at my church? It was great. Sister so-and-so said you really changed her life, and she really got some great pointers from you, or this or that. That person who champions you. Sometimes that's a best friend, your wisdom circle, your significant other, whoever that may be, a colleague. Keep those people on speed dial. Okay. Now, the other thing is challenging yourself. Seek out and accept invitations out of your comfort zone. Okay. If we're always in our comfort zone, we're not going to grow. We're not going to develop. It is challenging ourselves. That is where you see the growth, and that is usually when we are able to move ourselves forward in a positive way. Sometimes we fail, but we all know that. What are we doing? We're taking those losses or assumed losses, and we're making those wins, because a real positive person knows that there's always something to learn in each moment, whether that's a win or a fail, but especially the fails, right? So I even have an example. If you have, if you know public speaking could help you or expand your reach and grow your business more quickly, call some event hosts. Ask if they are in need of speakers. Go ahead, give a call, right? If you are looking to do something different, go after it. Don't sit back and like, I'm just going to wait till I get there. No, you have to get up and go after it, right? There is going to be no success. There will be no challenge unless you take action. Okay? Now, this imposter syndrome lives within us all, okay? All of us have a little bit of it. Now, acknowledge that it's there. You have to acknowledge it. That is the first step. And then use the tips. Use the challenge yourself. Use the grab a life raft. Use the rave reviews. Okay? And that is the way that you can have the opportunity to kind of put that imposter syndrome back in its cage, right? Because now you have the tools to kind of stop it, right? So yeah, use the tips that I shared with you today, and just stop hiding from your own success. Step into your own brand of leadership. Step into it. And just know and understand that anything is possible and everything is waiting for you. Ta-ta, folks. Until next time, peace, love, and light. The queen is out.